Hi, it's Candy, and I wanted to share with you a new product on the market called Piccolos. These are made from compressed chipboard, and they're laser cut out, and the compressed chipboard is thinner and stronger than regular chipboard, so it's a lot of fun to work with. It's very lightweight, and it doesn't have all the bulk of chipboard, so you can use them in your scrapbook pages, on cards, on altered art, boxes. You can even make jewelry. I love the enamel and how it's coated on there. The enamel powder adhesives are different than embossing powders. They work similarly, but you get totally different results. These are more dimensional, and they're made up of a lot of different particles, so you get a lot of different colors, and they're really pretty. This one I kind of mounded the powders on, so it's real thick and dimensional, and I just love that. So I want to show you how easy they are to do. These are the parts once you take them out of the package, and you can see I've used most of them here. But the easiest way to get them out of their little, the chipboard that they're attached to, is with tweezers. And so they're real easy just to poke out this way. They come out real simple. And you can see how thin they are, and they're much stronger than chipboard. They still have give, but they're really much more durable. So here's our Piccolo piece, and we're going to work on our nonstick craft sheet so that we, if we get any powder over here, it's okay, it'll scratch right off, and it also protects the table with the heat because we're going to use a heat gun. And to start, you can pick up your Piccolo with the tweezers just to hold on to it. It gives you something easy to hang on to. We're going to use the Victorian bronze enamel powder. I really like this color, and you can see when you open it up how the different particles, they're all different sizes. Some are glittery, some are big pieces that will melt in, and before you use this, if you just shake it out, you're just going to get some of the particles. The heavy ones will settle to the bottom, the lightweight ones will be on top, and you won't get the full effect of the colors. So you can either stir it. I like to use a metal spoon because it doesn't attract static as much as a plastic spoon. Or you can cap it and you can kind of roll it around. You don't want to shake it. If you shake it, all your big particles are going to go to the bottom and all your little ones to the top. So you want to kind of roll it around and mix it up, or use a spoon and stir it. And then we're ready to go. We're going to use Piccolo enamel powder adhesive. This comes in a dauber top, so it's really convenient, and it's great to use with a lot of rubber stamping techniques, and it's just so much easier to work with than having it in a pad. And this is very strong, so it'll hold the enamel as well. Get back on camera. Okay, so we're going to take this and just dab it on the top. You don't have to shake it, you don't have to squeeze it, nothing, just dab it on until we're fully coated. Sometimes if we're working in a big area, it'll seep, or it's real dry out, it'll suck the moisture in real quick, and then you just need to go over it again. Then we're going to take our tweezers and our little Piccolo we can hold on to. I like to use a coffee filter because, again, it's not staticky, and it makes it easier to dump my powder back in my bottle when I'm done. So we're just going to sprinkle it on the top and gently shake it off. Make sure I'm working on camera here. And then we're going to take our heat gun and we're going to heat it. And this might take a minute or two. You can see the particles are already starting to change and melt. The thinner ones are going to melt first. Bigger particles are going to take a little bit longer. It gives you a beautiful look of metal when it's done. So we're going to heat that up. You can stop when it just starts to heat. That's called flash heat technique. I prefer it really melted. Now we're going to let that cool for a second. You don't want to touch it. If you touched it right now, you would get hot enamel powder sticking to your finger, which is not good. There's our first coat. Now we're going to put on a second coat because we want it to really look like metal. And we want a little more different in color. So we're just going to, another way, you can just set it at the bottom here. First we have to put the enamel powder adhesive on it again. Just dab that around one more time. Then we can set it in here. And get the different particles on there. And you can use your fingers, you can use tweezers. And this time I didn't shake off quite as much. And I'm going to heat the gun up a little bit before I put it on there so it doesn't all blow away on me. I want to try to get some of those bigger particles in, and sometimes they're a little more difficult to get to stick right off the bat. So when we do this, if it starts to blow around like that, just pull your heat gun back and heat it from a farther distance. As it starts to melt, you'll be able to move in closer. You see, it's not blowing nearly so much, and I'm getting closer. And now you can see those particles melting. And you can see how dimensional it gets at this point. And there it is. Isn't that neat? Let me zoom in so you can see it better. And it's going to be hot for just a minute and then it'll cool. But you can see the dimension and just the elegance it gives it. And it really gives it a look of metal. And then this is ready now to put on a page, add to a charm, put on a card, the top of a box, anything you'd like. For a variety of projects and more inspiration, you can visit my website at candyspiegel.wordpress.com. Thanks!